Hello class and hello professor. Today I will be performing my speech for you. Here is my audience, my fiance Andrew, my son Logan, and my daughter Adelie. Today I'm going to be talking about our nation's food supply and where our FDA stands. We, the people of America, need to fix our nation's food supply. The FDA needs to create stronger and stricter rules that regulate our nation's food supply. These laws will protect our lives and also protect our earth. We have food that is allowed in our country that is banned in other countries. Think about that for a second. Farm-raised salmon, artificial dyes, preservatives such as BHA and BHT, as well as dairy with synthetic hormones. Here's a picture of some of the foods that are banned, such as dairy hormones, RBHD and RBST, brominated vegetable oil, commonly used in Mountain Dew, arsenic used in chicken, fed to help make chicken meat look pink and fresh, synthetic food coloring, such as artificial dyes, as long as, not sure how to pronounce this name, azodicarbonamide, used to bleach flour and foam plastic, potassium bromate, and olestra or orline. Our food supply is a very important factor of our lives and our lifestyles. What do we consume? What is in our food today? Did you know that we did have an organization called the FDA that is supposed to protect us and have our safety in its best interest when protecting our nation's food supply? Well, we do. Pesticides, palm oil, shortening, high fructose corn syrup, BHA, artificial coloring, sodium nitrates, and sodium nitrites. The list goes on and on, long enough to probably fill this 7 to 8 minute speech. Just these ingredients mentioned cause such horrible health diseases, such as cardiac problems, hyperlipidemia, diabetes, high blood pressure, metabolic disease, and even cancer. Yes, cancer, the epidemic that is killing off our population. Excuse me while I have a little bit of technical difficulties. The first thing I would like to talk about with you is GMOs. GMOs, as you can see in this chart, are all the parts in red. Certified organic foods are the part in green. As you can see, the part in green, which is certified organic, is the least amount. And that's pretty disturbing to me, and I don't know about you. How much of our food is GMOs? 92% of our food is GMOs. Here's a quote here from Center for Food Safety, The genetic engineering of plants and animals is looming as one of the greatest and most intractable environmental challenges of the 21st century. Currently, up to 92% of U.S. corn is genetically engineered, as are 94% of soybean and 94% of cotton. Cottonseed oil is often used in a lot of food products. Go and check your cupboard. Nutritious, but they're not adequately nutritious. GMOs were also mentioned to help out with hunger issues, but that is not the case. GMOs have been used to cause a bigger profit margin for our food industry. There you go, Kellogg. There you go, all these name brands that are able to make money off of us from GMOs, additives, and these horrible toxic poisonous ingredients that our FDA needs to enforce. These GMOs and these artificial ingredients are affecting our farming and our cropping and our organic, natural substances that we should be eating and consuming. There's a tomato of injections because our food can be injected with so many additives. Additives like our meat that's getting injected with water and sodium to keep it juicier, because we all like a juicy piece of meat. I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm guilty of that as well. But next time, check your meat to see if it's natural or if there's so many additives. The next thing I would like to talk to you about is artificial dyes. Yellow number 6, also known as tartrazine. Yellow number 5, or red 40, Allura red, also known as. Such products like Nesquik strawberry, orange Jello, Keebler's cheese and peanut butter crackers, Dannon Light and Fit yogurts, Duncan Hines red velvet cakes, Skittles, M&M's, strawberry Twizzlers. It goes on and on. These dyes have been linked with ADHD, which the numbers of ADHD diagnoses are increasing daily. Also allergies, which how many people do you know with allergies? Think about it. Here's Lucky Charms. I know my son likes Lucky Charms, and there's red 40 in it. We're literally poisoning our people, our Americans, because the FDA is not creating regulations. Low-fat diets is my next topic. The FDA seems to think that, okay, let's create a low-fat diet. Let's throw a bunch of low-fat diet labels on our products, and that will make it better because we can use other ingredients like sucrose and other names of sugars, but it's the same stuff. It's the same toxic, poisonous stuff. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Sugar is my next topic I wanted to talk about. Do you know how much sugar we should have in our life? Each day we should consume 6 to 9 teaspoons of added sugar daily. Which, think about it. Do you consume 6 to 9 teaspoons of added sugar daily? No. The Huffington Post stated, in America today, we are eating huge doses of sugar, especially high fructose corn syrup. It is sweeter and cheaper, profit margin, there you go, food industry, than regular sugar. It is in every processed drink you drink or sweetened drink. Purging it from your diet is the single best thing you could do, they say. As to the sugar, we have created artificial sweeteners, sugar substitutes that are being promoted by our health facilities, our doctors. They're being promoted in a positive way. There are experiments on artificial sugars and artificial sweeteners that have rats that are dying because of their consuming it. Meanwhile, rats live in the cities, live in the streets, they eat garbage, they're around dirt, they're around so much disease, and they don't die from that. So think about that. Go look in your cupboards and look at how much sugar is in one food product, and I guarantee you it's more than 6 to 9 teaspoons of sugar, just in that one food product. These are the things that are filling our shopping centers, being put in our carts because my son says, ooh, Lucky Charms or Reese's Puffs, and mommy's going to get it for him. I'm sorry, I spoiled him rotten. But these are the things that are affecting us and harming us. And the FDA is knowing about this. They knowingly know these products are toxic and poisonous and have such effects. No matter how little of the substance or ingredients being used, they should not be allowed. Aspartame being allowed in our cereal. All these different ingredients. If you take the time to go and look at it, you'll be amazed and actually kind of disturbed. And I feel a little let down by our FDA. Our FDA does not require testing on GMO foods or genetically modified foods. As long as the new product is not significantly different, it's traditional. I do not understand how our country thinks it's acceptable to say this on their own government website, the FDA.gov. The handbook states that it would be economically impractical to grow, harvest, or process raw products that are totally free of non-hazardous, naturally occurring, unavoidable defects. Did you know that there's allowed a certain amount of maggots or disgusting things allowed in our food, to me that's disturbing. I might be eating a maggot in my next bite of food for dinner. It's scary. And our FDA should put no price limit on our lives and our lifestyles. Other countries have banned these things and have looked out for their people and what they're consuming, because that's what we're supposed to do as a whole. As a nation, we need to come together and we need to fight this. Who do we believe? This topic is a very debatable topic, and there seems to be question on it. So at that note, I'm going to leave you with this. I think it's horrible, and our FDA needs to tighten up on the rules and put our best interest in their product. Think about us. Think about their family who's eating these products at well. And I want to thank you for listening. It's a great information. It's great information. Go ahead and look at it for yourselves. Thank you, class. Here's my audience. Andrew, Logan, Natalie. And I'm sorry for being over the time limit.